Hello there, meteorologist Mr. G here with your weather forecast, and we're going to be talking about your weekend coming up. We just finished the 4th of July holiday, had an abbreviated work week. I hope you guys had a great week and a great weekend ahead. So right now we are going to talk about that weekend weather forecast, and as we wrap up your Friday here, let's take a look at the radar where we're going to be seeing some showers and storms along the eastern seaboard through the southeast and through parts of the Great Lakes and to the northeast here, where we're going to be seeing some showers and thunderstorms. We got a couple of areas of low pressure down here along the southeast, so it's only going to be enhancing some of that rainfall out there from the southern Great Lakes through the Ohio Valley, parts of the Appalachian Mountains, and the southeastern seaboard down there. We have our monsoon storms here across the southwest and into the southern plains. So we're seeing our monsoon moisture. It's a little bit shaky today, not as many storms out there, but we do have a few storms along the leeward side of the Rockies going through Colorado and parts of Wyoming there. More showers and storms up there in Montana, where some of those storms have become severe. So we've seen some severe thunderstorms across the four northern plains this afternoon. And here is a look at our watches and warnings for your Friday evening out there. And we do have our heat advisory in place over much of the southeastern corner of the nation. So we have the southern plains, parts of the Mississippi Valley, the Appalachians, and the southeast to mid-Atlantic coast as well, where we're seeing our heat advisory in place and our excessive heat warning. And I have a timer that's going off that really shouldn't be going off right now. So, but anyway, so we are seeing that those heat advisories in place, and we have some flooding issues here across parts of the northern high plains out there over parts of the Dakotas, Wyoming, and Montana, where we're seeing some heavy rainfall from some severe thunderstorms that way on your Friday evening here. And as we take a look at your 3-day weather forecast, and what we're going to be seeing for the rest of today is that heavy rainfall out here through parts of the mid-Atlantic states and the southeast, where we're going to be seeing that heavy rainfall because of that area of low pressure here, and we have this frontal boundary in place, and we're going to be having some scattered showers through parts of the central and southern plains over to the southern Rockies, where we'll be seeing some scattered and isolated thunderstorms this afternoon. A few isolated severe storms across the northern plains through parts of the Dakotas and Montana this evening. You will be seeing some more of those showers and storms, but those will quickly dissipate after dark here. And here is the look at your Saturday weather forecast. And on Saturday, we will see a lot more sunshine through parts of the country, especially the central sections of the nation. So we're going to start with the northeast through the Great Lakes, parts of the Midwest and the upper Midwest, the Central Plains, the Central Rockies, all the way to the West Coast, where we're going to be seeing a dry day for your Saturday and much cooler weather through this region as well. But unfortunately, if you're in the Mississippi Valley area in this region here, that humidity and dew points will remain high, even though you've seen a decrease in the temperature, and it's going to be in the 80s for most of these locations, but the dew points will remain in the 70s. So in the morning, many locations through the Great Lakes and the plains and the Midwest here might see fog in the morning because of those high dew points, and the actual air temperature will kind of run neck and neck there as we see those temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s, and those dew points also in the upper 60s to low 70s. Some of those dew points can actually reach 80, so we're going to be seeing a lot of humidity out there. So, some scattered showers and storms across the southeast through parts of the southern Appalachians, the lower Mississippi Valley, and the Gulf Coast and Florida as well. But we'll see some heavy rain through parts of the southeast and the mid-Atlantic state because of this guy right here that's going to enhance some of those showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. So you will see that heavy rainfall out there along the southeastern coast through the Carolinas and parts of Maryland and Virginia as well. And as we take a look at your Sunday, now we'll see some severe weather here across the northern plains as we have this cold front and low pressure center that's going to be approaching that area. So it's going to lead to some instability where we can see some elevated severe storms that might even produce a few tornadoes across the northern plains for Sunday. And heavy rain will continue along the southeastern coast through parts of Georgia, Savannah, and Myrtle Beach in South Carolina, where you guys can see some heavy rainfall along the coast because of this shortwave area of low pressure there that's going to enhance some of the thunderstorms. And we'll also see quite a bit of showers and storms along the Gulf Coast there and southeast of the Appalachian Mountain Range. But as you can see, the Northeast, the Great Lakes for the most part, through much of the Central Plains and the Midwest here, through the Southern Plains down into Texas, we're going to see nice dry weather and dry weather again for the West Coast into the Pacific Northwest. We'll see our usual triple digits here across the Southwest and into Texas, but we'll see much cooler weather here through the Mississippi Valley and parts of the Midwest as we see those temperatures fade into the 80s. But those humidities, unfortunately, will remain high. So it's going to feel exceptionally sticky out there for your weekend, both Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now here's a look at our severe weather outlook for the next 3 days. Here's the rest of today, our severe weather. Now we can see some isolated severe weather from the northern plains through on the leeward side of the Rockies, through the high plains, down into the southern plains, into North Texas, and over across the Mississippi Valley into the Appalachians and along the southeast, where we can see some isolated severe storms, some scattered severe here to parts of the Tennessee Valley and the far northern plains into Montana, where we could see some severe weather as well. Now up here we could see a few tornadoes possible, but your primary issues here is going to be heavy rainfall this evening, okay? And as we look at your Saturday, we'll see our potential for isolated severe storms through this region here in the southeast, as we're going to be seeing a lot of scattered thunderstorms out there, and again across the northern plains where we can see a few tornadoes possible in those yellow sections where we have our slight risk category for some severe weather, and that is going to be scattered severe thunderstorms with a couple tornadoes possible as well. We could also experience some hail and damaging winds, so we're going to see those 60+ mile-an-hour winds and maybe some nickel and dime size hail as well. Could also see some quarters in some locations across the northern plains out there for your Sunday. And for your Saturday, as we look at your Sunday, our cold front is going to slide a little bit to the east, so that severe weather is going to primarily focus on central and northern Minnesota and parts of the Dakotas as well, where we can see a few tornadoes possible in northern Minnesota there. And we can see some isolated severe storms through central North Dakota, central South Dakota, northeastern Nebraska, northwestern Iowa, southeastern Minnesota, and northwestern Wisconsin, and northwestern Michigan. So that is a look at our severe weather. We'll see non-severe weather through the central, through the Rockies, and through the southern plains down into Texas, as well as across the southeast, as we see those isolated, the scattered afternoon thunderstorms, basically what we would call a typical summer day across America for your Sunday. And as we take a quick peek at the tropics, the Atlantic is looking pretty quiet right now. Not a whole lot of stuff happening off the Cape Verde Islands in Africa. We got a few waves out there, but we don't anticipate any development with that. Couple of waves here across the Bermuda area, or at least out here over the open Atlantic. Bermuda is over this way, but we are seeing that tropical wave. Nothing expected to develop out there, and it's pretty quiet across the Caribbean and in the Gulf of Mexico. But in the Pacific, we got a little bit going on. We have Tropical Storm Bonnie that's weakening out there as it moves off to the west. And then we have another area of interest here that has a 40% chance of developing into something tropical over the next 24 hours. So we'll keep an eye on that guy. And what this is probably going to do is follow in the same path that Bonnie took and head on out to sea. I don't think it'll reach hurricane strength before it starts the weekend, when it moves into a more hostile environment where cooler waters is and a lot more wind shear. So that is a look at the next 3 days weather. That's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Mr. G, your meteorologist, and I will see you guys tomorrow as we kind of do our 7-day weather forecast for the week ahead. And we'll also talk about the city of the day. So if you want your city to be the city of the day, if you can leave it down in the comment section before I prepare the next video, I will use your city as the city of the day. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.